Alrighty, we are going to make a subdomain, much like the Power11 subdomain we made the other day. And subdomains are just a full website. They can be just like any other website. It's just parked underneath a main domain name. So the base domain or main domain is as400system.com, and Power11 is a subdomain. It can be anywhere on the server. The usage in SEO terms is they're their own entity, or they can be associated with the main domain. It depends on just how you treat it. This one we're going to kind of treat as a child domain. It'll have the same styling and everything. We'll link back and forth, but it is going to talk about this one topic, this one model. And we're going to do all the models that way and see what kind of performance we can get out of it. So with that having been said, I started to build it and just throw it at Codex like I usually do, and I just rambled it. And go like, you know what? It's been a long time since we've done a formal build package from Cody, and I forget how good she is at doing this. And Cody is keeper of digital intelligence.
Absolutely. Here's the clean Cody version for recording. For the Power9 subdomain under as400system.com, I would use the Power11 site as the structural model almost exactly. But the editorial mission should be different. Power11 is about understanding the new platform. Power9 should be about answering a different set of questions. What do I have? What can I still do with it? What is it worth? How long can I keep it? And what should I replace it with when the time comes? That gives us a much broader search market than just building an archive of old Power9 specifications. There are still a lot of Power9 systems in production. Those owners are searching for specifications, memory, storage, adapters, upgrades, replacement systems, used equipment, refurbished equipment, migration options, and lifecycle information. So I would position the site as something like IBM Power9 Reference, Lifecycle and Upgrade Guide. Structurally, we can reuse what has already worked with Power11. We have specifications and pricing, we have a model directory, we have comparisons and migration, we have a library, we have FAQs and glossary content. Then we build individual pages around the Power9 models. The S914, the S922, the S924, the later G model versions, the L922, the H922, the H924, the E950, the E980, and whatever additional Power9 models make sense once we finish building the dataset. The part I would emphasize heavily, though, is lifecycle and upgrade content. Power9 has reached the point where people are asking very commercial questions. Is Power9 end of life? Is my Power9 still supported? Should I keep it? Should I buy another Power9? Does a refurbished Power9 still make sense? What does third-party maintenance look like? What is the difference between Power9, Power10, and Power11? What is the modern replacement for an S914? Should I move from an S922 to an S1122? What is involved in migrating IBM I from Power9 to Power11? Those are very valuable searches because the person asking them probably already owns IBM Power equipment. That is not casual traffic. Those are installed base customers making real decisions. For research, IBM and the Redbooks should remain our factual source of record. That gives us specifications, configuration limits, operating system information, model history, and official documentation. But Power9 also gives us something Power11 does not have yet. History. There are years of articles, launches, reviews, pricing discussions, and comparisons available from other industry sources. IT Jungle is probably especially valuable because they covered the Power9 platform extensively from the IBM I perspective when these systems were originally introduced. We can also use sources like TechTarget, Service Express, and other enterprise technology publications when they add useful context. Then Midland becomes our commercial reference layer. They already have Power9 systems, memory, drives, adapters, upgrades, and refurbished equipment represented on their site. I would not copy Midland and turn the Power9 site into another Midland catalog. Instead, we use Midland when the user reaches clear product intent. If someone is reading about an S914 and wants to find one, we can point them toward Midland. If they need memory, disk, adapters, or upgrades, we can point them toward the appropriate resources. If they are comparing replacement options or looking for multiple suppliers, that is where Big Tech Reseller becomes useful. So, the three properties can each play a different role. AS400 system provides the technical and historical intelligence. Midland can handle direct product and configuration opportunities. Big Tech Reseller can handle supplier discovery, maintenance, quotes, and competitive sourcing. And then the Power9 site and Power11 site should link to each other heavily whenever it makes editorial sense. Together, those two sites become much more than separate product sites. They become a generational decision engine. Someone can start with the machine they already own on Power9 and naturally work their way toward understanding Power10 or Power11. The biggest thing I would avoid is treating Power9 like dead technology. That would miss the opportunity. The positioning I like is, there are thousands of Power9 systems still doing real work. This is the intelligence layer for owning them, maintaining them, expanding them, buying them, selling them, or replacing them. And in some ways, Power9 may actually be easier to build into a deep authority property than Power11. Power11 is new, so we are creating authority around something that is still developing. With Power9, we can take 8 years of history and reconstruct it into structured data, comparison pages, lifecycle information, model pages, and migration paths. So I would absolutely build it. Use Power11 as the structural template, but make Power9 the installed base, lifecycle, and upgrade authority.
And did you see what she did? She didn't just make up something. She went to Midland, checked out the exact inventory. She went to IT Jungle. She went to all the sources. It was a really thorough build package. I guess that's not a marketing package, really. Yeah, it kind of is. That was good. That was really good. I'm glad we kind of second thought that. So this is the boring part. I think it might take about 15 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. 15, 20 minutes, maybe even 30. Just depends on how heavy the research is. It should be pretty easy. The build itself is easy, and it's got a model to go by, so it's not scaffolding everything from scratch. So we'll come back and we'll check it out when it's done. Normally what I would do is open another window and get Claude started on something, but I'm actually just going to give it a rest. I'm going to pause the video until there's something new to see. Okay, Codex is done. I actually ran out to the store. Just got back. And we start at 5:09. And it's 5:33. I don't know when it got finished. Oh, well, I guess that's the timestamp for the actual time. Yeah, because it's 6 o'clock. And there it is. Let's look at it 100% just to make sure. If you want to check the build, you can follow the process. The scaffolding, policy, local policy blocks, some issues getting through, figured it out. And then the build. See if there was any issues, any decisions, any judgment calls, anything major. Usually they'll make a note or something. But yeah, it looked like a quick build. And of course, we're getting to a production line here because we've already done a bunch of the base systems and refined it. I kept telling you what I liked, what we need to include, put that in your local docs. And now we're doing subdomains. They're basically based off of the first subdomain. So it's not like it's a stretch. It is definitely a process that's been refined. So what do we got? This is big and blank because I'm going to try and find a real good impact image here. I like SVGs if you can get the right live data. SVGs are vector based, right? So they're super light. They can fill the whole thing. Don't weigh anything. I don't know. I haven't really figured it out. And since there are going to be so many of them, I kind of want them to have some kind of unifying theme. So I don't know what that is yet. So what you have, what still works, oh, okay. From an SEO standpoint, I like that it came up with its own thing. I'm not going to change it right now. This eyebrow, the H1, because you can do something clever and catchy here, and it won't hurt you in SEO as bad. I should say Power9 at some point. It's very, I get the hook and all that stuff, but SEO wise, this would suck. So I'm guessing, because the other one was already, the front page eyebrow was already an H1, and I said follow it, that's an H1. As long as it says Power9 something. Yep, it took the eyebrow. And that perfectly illustrates why you make this the H2. It's not a very strong H2. On top of that, it's not very strong H2, but yeah, I don't hate it. It's a great concept. I might do it not on the homepage. I might do it in an article or something like that. Structure models, Power9. It did follow global instructions for all the Power models, branded correctly. The correct brand name is Power no space 9. But in the real world, like 2 to 10 times the number of people search with a space in there. They don't know. You won't get found. You'll only get a small fraction of the audience if you take out the space and do it the branded way. So and it did it consistently. Power9, Power10, exactly right. Look at that, all the models. And that's where some of the resellers fall short, is they'll only write content for the models they sell. Some of the models are not in their market quote base. Okay, and we'll turn that into a quoting tool or something. Yeah, I like it. It's got a little bit of uniformity. It's got the different context, got the different angle. And we're going to go for the gold here. What kind of schema? Let's try the schema. So we're going to a content page. This is a product page. Should be like a detail page or an article. And it should have pretty decent schema, which would be in all black text right there, starting there. Schema, IBM, and then Power9, website, dataset, directory dataset. Okay, cool. Dataset glossary, terms, dataset FAQs, dataset articles, dataset comparison. Oh, that's cool. Dataset comparison, Power11. Oh, comparisons have their own datasets, and maybe that's by the website. Let's see, I didn't even look that close. No, it's all Power9. Huh. Catalog, breadcrumb. Ooh, another one. Product. Okay. Good product one. Yeah, lots of little data sets, and that's on every page. So got a lot for AI to chomp down on. That's beautiful. That's good structure. I'm assuming this is standard stuff. Everybody does this. There's not a whole lot of SEO tricks or secrets in the head anymore. So, but in the JSON structure, LD-JSON schema, there is. Okay. And this page is not. So the eyebrow is not the H1 in this one. It shouldn't be, because the model number is more important. But we should probably change it to like an H2 or H3, even though it's out of order for the hierarchy. It'll still, yeah. See, it's not doing any work like that. And and this is a guess, so I'm gonna let it run with just this, because it's trouble to change it. I have to go out of my way to change it. But if I have to stack them again, like the front page, that would be an optimization. But this, I mean, you can't get much better than that, other than saying maybe model in there. And I know that from doing Midland site for years, and it's just, you get better searches, or you get more varied searches. I see a handful, I get a bunch of useless H3s in there. Keep, expand, maintain, replace sources. Nope. We're going to inject either the model number or something in here so that every page is different with those H3s. That'll be the first optimization. Same down here. Well, we got lots of room to run with, so that's really good for a first build. That's super good. Library, resource library. And that's going to put different content types together. Yeah, glossary, FAQs, and articles. Products. I don't know what those are. Yeah. And this is why they come out of the gate strong. You have a very cohesive marketing plan that Cody put together, and Codex built out perfectly to hit all the points. So it's a tight first build, and it's going to do well. It's going to rank well, even though other sites have been ranking for this for years. This will climb the ladder fairly quickly because we're coming from a different angle too. A lot of people that were out there for years and ranked, just like Midland, it's a pain in the ass to edit some sites, some older systems and things. They don't update their content. I'm not just talking about Midland. I'm talking about everybody. It's just, you got a web guy, you don't bother him, and he charges you for it and blah, blah, blah. Lots of people do not update their content the way the internet expects them to. So the people who do, or put systems in place that can update content very easily and in a relevant way that matches whatever news cycle's going on, whatever's going on in history, whatever, like this is getting to end of life. So the update would obviously be all the questions and that solve going to the next level. Do I buy a new one? Do I upgrade this one? What are my warranty choices? What's still under warranty? What are my licenses going to do? All those things, right? So yeah, this is going to be a fun one. I remember when Power9s came out, it's one of the first times I felt like we really dominated the market. The rules were in place. The old Google rules were in place. We had a new content management system, Joomla, that we switched over from OpenCart. It had some issues at first, but by the time Power9s came out, we had worked out all that stuff, and we're kind of at the top of the game. A lot more competition in that era than when I first started marketing in IBM space. But I do remember Power9 being kind of like golden years. It carried over to Power10, Power9, Power10, Power11 a little bit. We did. I mean, we're still on first page probably for something pricing, definitely for pricing, but not as widespread as. I mean, if we said anything Power9, Midland will come up. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Stat Counter, get my codes, install on the website. I'm going to go Ahrefs, same thing, get my codes, install it. It's going to take forever to come up. I'm not going to make you guys sit through this. Same thing. You get wired up with tracking so that you can follow it. Speaking of which, add it to GSC and then add the user that pulls the data every night into the warehouse. So we want to do Power9 dot AS400 system singular.com, and because the main domain is already in here, any subdomains will be automatically approved. No need to approve what you already approved. And we want to go down to settings. First we need to go to one-on-ones. Go to master one. Copy this guy. If you triple click, it'll grab everything in that line, unless there's a stop character or something. Where's 9? Why is that out of order? There's 9. Wait, why is 9 in there already? I probably thought I would. Oh, you know what? I think I did all of them. Yep. That one's not built yet. I preemptively did that to make sure that I didn't forget. So that's what I think of me. That's funny. Okay. Very good. So this one's done. It will automatically get data pulled in for the subdomain. If I didn't mention it before, one of the subdomain strategy advantages is that you can have as many subdomains as you want without paying any more for your domain or anything else. If you set up your hosting right, you don't pay for extra hosting, nothing. So I can have 100 subdomains off, and especially these short URLs. That's why I love them. I don't love them because, everybody else says, oh, short domains are valuable and blah, blah. I love them because of what you can do with it. Like Crisada.com. You You can have a really long subdomain name with that short of a base domain. And this was one of the short ones. This is one of the really short ones. Doesn't make any sense, and it has a market. So this is fun. This is fun. Oh, so we're gonna do Power10s. That's gonna be a strong one, and then we'll go backwards from there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I don't think there was 4, 6, 5, and then whatever designations they had before that. All right, good build. 24 minutes. Nice. Well worth it. Well worth it. And super easy. I mean, it's so easy, it's almost boring to watch, you know? So, okay. There you go. Until the next build, see ya.